I'm going to give a perfect example because you'll never see this person at any of my events ever again. They did something for me and I just like learned a lot about their personality during that event that I was like, not for me.
That's a pass.
Welcome to Wine About It.
I'm so excited to be here, Cutie. What an honor to be on the show. Huge fan. A second ago, I was ready to fall asleep.
Holy shit, Maya sounds different.
Yeah, oh, that's going to be the first top comment. Where's Maya?
Where's Maya?
What the heck happened to Maya? Dang.
Maya looks different this episode.
Maya looks different. I'm excited to be here, Cutie.
Audio listeners, Maya looks different this episode.
I'm Maya. Hey, everybody. I love horses. That's the only animal I can think of. I love horses, live on the ranch, and I have an emu.
No.
That's about it.
She's got more than that. We've got a cozy late night here with Squeex. Everybody, welcome Squeex to the show. This episode of Wine About It, we are going to be talking about stocks,
bonds,
and the DNC.
The DNC is happening, Cutie.
And did you hear that Trump got shot?
He did on the ears. He had a ear tampon on. That's what they say. I think I'm gonna say it. I think he looked so cool.
He looked so cool.
He looked so cool when he got shot.
I've said it. Camilla needs to one-up him somehow.
Yeah, well, no. Demonetize it. Well, there's a way.
We're joking.
No, joking.
Camilla, we're joking.
Camilla, she's Indian. Makes me really proud.
Does it?
Yeah, we did it. That's why, she's the accusation is she's all of a sudden black. That's what Trump's saying. But I'm like, nah, she's Indian.
Really?
We take her. She's in a WhatsApp group, I'm sure, somewhere.
A WhatsApp group?
She was probably her family's probably giving her because she was only vice president. That's the equivalent of a B-.
Yeah, they're like, dude, that
oh,
wasn't enough.
Why not the president? Not good enough, Kamala, if only you studied.
Dude, well, we've had a long day, Squeex and I.
We had a really long day. You want to outline for the viewers what
we've had a long weekend. We've had a long week.
Yeah, starting with the streamer games.
The streamer games. We need to talk about that for sure.
Oh, for sure. Let's tear it right open. Jesus. You know I wasn't going to go.
Really? Yeah. Why?
Because I didn't want to.
Oh.
No, because I had a wedding to go to.
Why do you have so many weddings?
Because I'm 30.
Really?
Everyone gets married.
Maybe I think I just don't have friends because I don't go to that many weddings.
Yeah, but have you ever been invited to a wedding and said no, but you could actually have gone?
Once or twice.
Oh.
Actually, I don't go to any of... Shout out my cousins. I don't go to any of their weddings.
See?
I've got 80 of them.
But you're invited.
Yeah, I do get invited.
Yep.
They're all married now. I missed them. So that's the thing. When you're raised Mormon, all my weddings were happening when I was 20.
Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, true. That's true. A long time before.
And they were getting married at 18. I was like, what the heck?
Fuck it. Yeah.
It's crazy.
14, get called out of school early to go to your wedding. That's right, child marriage. Ooh, I can't have a final to go to.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, so I've got wedding after wedding.
Really?
So, yeah, a lot of weekends canceled.
So you almost didn't come because of weddings?
Yeah, but then I was like, what? I took an overnight. That's why I was late.
Uh-huh.
I took an overnight to LA from Austin, but then my flight got canceled. Wait, you want to know something really crazy about it?
A lot of flights are getting canceled. Yeah, what?
I shouldn't tell you this.
Tell me.
During the takeoff,
uh-huh,
the plane had an unsuccessful takeoff.
What does that mean?
Because the pilot said there's a rudder issue, so they couldn't lift off, so they just veered to the side, and we.
Bro.
And then we all got off.
That
and then it was
sucks.
take 2. I know. It was so annoying, and that was at 4 a.m. So it was nighttime, and then the next flight was at 1 p.m.
Oh my God!
So I was just waiting.
Had to lay there.
I was waiting at the airport. I was playing Hades on the Switch. I didn't know what to do.
That is the worst.
Watching the streamer games from the airplane, as I was taking off.
4 a.m. to 1 a.m. How many hours is that?
4, 5, 1 p.m. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 hours. 8 hours, 9 hours.
I would have gone to the airport hotel.
I had a friend who lived close by, so I went back to nap. I was really rude.
Really?
I just walked in, said, "I'm so tired. I'm sorry. Good to see you." Boom. Napped for 2, 3, 4 hours.
That's probably the best thing you could have done.
Yeah, because I had to do streamer games.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sleep while at the airport.
No, not at all.
No.
But you did show up late, and so you had to compete against me in gymnastics.
Yeah.
Which was miserable.
It was miserable.
Everyone says it was their favorite event to watch. I want everyone to know behind the scenes, none of us wanted to do it. Mm-mm. There's not one, maybe Michelle. There's not one other person besides Michelle who was like, that's my event.
Yeah.
Every single one of us got
We
stuck
basically
in
got
it.
tricked.
Yeah, quite literally.
Yes.
My team left, so I had to do it.
Yeah, your team was gone, and then my team was like, well, nobody wants to do it, so Squeex should do it. But I thought E-Rob should have done it.
E-Rob should have done it.
He would have been
for
so
sure.
good, but he was like, nah, bro, I don't know what I would do. Great, thanks.
Anything, E-Rob.
Yeah,
Anything.
so I got roped into that, but that's basically it. I feel like a lot of streaming is like, how willing are you able to make yourself look like an ass for your chat?
I agree. And it's so funny because if you're too willing to be an ass, you're cringe.
Yeah.
If you're not willing enough, you're boring. So it's like...
There's a fine line.
I know.
But like, you know, I was a speech and debate coach for like people who are doing like kind of theater stuff.
Uh-huh.
My advice was you never want to be an ass 24/7. You want it to be serious, and then when you're an ass, it's an impactful moment. Isn't that like really
interesting?
Because if you walk in and you're jokey, and then you perform and you're jokey, it's not a difference. But if you walk in and you're professional and serious, and then you're jokey, you'll get a bigger laugh.
Interesting.
That's why the funny guy never gets a laugh. The serious guy who becomes funny is the funniest guy in the room. Fun little factoid for the viewers and the watchers at home.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's what I was all say. Act like a pro.
That's what you did for gymnastics?
No, I was just joking. Yeah, gymnastics. Well, I just was like, how do I get this over with? Because everyone's like, do you not have a plan? Of course not.
I had a whole plan, and then as soon as I walked out there,
it's all gone.
it's gone. And every second, I'm not kidding you, every second you're doing it, you're thinking, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah,
this is so embarrassing.
It's so
Twirl my
bad.
ribbon. This is so embarrassing. And like, I did one backwards somersault. And then I was like, we're just going to keep going. And so I just kept rolling around.
Yeah.
I just started rolling around. It was so embarrassing.
It's really scary. Like, we're not like performers.
No.
It's really nerve-wracking. It was like a lot of people there.
I hated it.
Yeah, it
and
was really
50,000 people watching.
I just never think about that.
There was more than that. There was more than that.
Do you get nervous with like a lot of people watching stuff?
Only if I'm doing something that cringe.
Really?
Yeah.
Has there ever been another moment in your streaming career where you're like, oh my god, this is so fucking cringe?
Watching back some of my Raj shows
Yeah.
hurts my soul a little bit.
See, I was the viewer in that case. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
No, watching it back, it hurts my soul.
Why?
Some of the stuff, like my first few episodes were I'm just like, girl, you're trying too hard. Chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
You can tell when you can like smell desperation.
You could also see it on my face. You could see me calculating when to chime in. Like every time I could just see it, I'd be like,
yeah.
You're a bitch.
Yeah. Fuck you. Like, what's a funny thing to say?
Yeah, I was always just waiting for them to slip up and say the wrong thing so I can instantly be like,
Yeah, to get a funny line. Oh my god, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
That was so good.
yeah, thank you.
No, that's how I feel. Like, I remember when for a while, I was just like always neurotic. I was like, what's the funniest thing to say? Think. And you could like smell the desperation on someone when they're like trying too hard.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is something that's been kind of cringe, but I don't get like nervous. I don't get like stage fright. I think it's one thing that I've always been okay with.
You don't ever get stage fright?
No.
That's what, like streamer awards and like, no, you're right. You're cool. You were cool in the green room.
Yeah, I'm always fine.
Minutes before going out.
Yeah, I the only problem I had with streamer awards this year is I didn't sleep well. And so I was getting like the unsleep jitters, but I don't get stage fright. The only time I ever had stage fright was when I was hosting the LCS. Because it just meant so much to me.
Yeah.
And I was having like major, like just nervous that people would call me a fraud. Because the League of Legends community does that, but I'm not a fraud.
Yeah. She's done her hours.
I've done my hours. I have reaped my freaking...
How did that go? People love that, right?
They loved it. Yeah, it was really, really cool. It's just been... I've had a hard time because I don't consume it as much as I used to. So it's kind of like... It was like definitely a dream of mine. Like one of my biggest... Like... Did you know, when I first started playing League of Legends, I would play on my Apple Mac, my MacBook, and I would sit there on the
trackpad.
Yeah, trackpad. I'd play League on the trackpad. And my dream in life at the time, which is funny, I was a pastry chef when I first started playing League, was to have like Ovley's job.
Yeah. To do like comment, like
because Ovley used to be she was the stage host.
Oh yes.
And I just wanted it so bad, and her in Shocks, and I I followed them both on Instagram, and I'd watch them, and I was like, it's a dream.
Yeah.
And I remember I'd like ask around. I'd be like, how do you get a job like that? Like,
Yeah, who knows? You just have to know people, basically.
Honestly, just lucky, turns out.
Yeah. I'm so honored to be part of Girls Night.
What about you? What is something you've done on stream that was like, you're like cringe?
Oh, everything.
Oh, really?
I get embarrassed really easily. I'm shy.
I'm shy too, and people
Yeah.
don't believe me.
It sucks because a lot of streamers are not shy.
Yeah.
And I have a really hard time with it. I get really tired hanging out with people who aren't also like very extroverted.
I had, admittedly, yesterday, streamer games ended, and we went to the after party. The second we walked in the door, I did not want to be there.
Yeah.
I was drained. Like, my social battery is like...
Me too. It's surprising. Would you say a lot of streamers are shy?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know if a lot.
But a lot of them are like, I don't even mean this in a negative way, are exhausting to hang out with.
Okay, elaborate, Your Honor. What?
Like a lot
you can't just say
No,
that.
because like in my regular life, I hang out with people who are like normal people, and they're they're very quiet, and the conversation doesn't fluctuate. It's like a very controlled environment.
Okay.
With streamers, like some of them are so fucking funny, or like there's some of them are so like outrageous.
You have to keep up the whole time.
You have to keep up the energy. So they're exhausting to be with because I'm like, I have a great time. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, wow, I need a fucking nap and an aspirin.
I feel like I have a hard time hanging out with streamers because everything's so superficial.
You think so?
Sometimes, like I think there's a few here and there. I've talked about this before, like friendships in the industry are not what they seem on the screen, right? Like, we're all friends, but like most of us are just coworkers, admittedly.
Yeah.
But like I like being around like friends, like you and like Connor, like you guys. I really like. Obviously, you guys stay at my house, so I like you guys.
Yeah, we stay at your house, so we like you too.
But like sometimes I like will walk like into that situation. It's just small talk after small talk after small talk, even with people that again like I'm friendly.
Yeah.
Like I'm friendly with a lot of streamers, but I wouldn't say we're like best friends, right?
Sure.
And so it just like the small talk is like, holy moly. Are you working on anything anytime soon?
Yeah. You got anything big planned?
Oh, I don't know. The usual.
Hey, what's your next event?
Coming up? Yeah, when's your next event?
That's like a conversation I had very recently.
Good YouTube videos you're working on?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like I would say like normal small talk too, like with my coworkers.
I just hate small talk.
I love small talk.
Oh, I hate it.
I live for small talk because I like building from small talk to like real talk.
This is my problem. I specifically with streamers will never get to real talk because those bitches have burned me.
They burned you. Too many bridges burned.
Too many times have I gone real talk with someone and then all of a sudden they talk about it on stream. Or they tell a different streamer, then it gets back to me, and then it's like, blah, 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 and it's like, you can't have my real talk.
You know what I think? Streamers should lie on stream more.
I do it all the time.
I do too, but it makes it better. Like, why would you actually air laundry on stream? Just lie about everything.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I talked about this, which I try not to talk about Fear and on this podcast because they're two different worlds.
Two different worlds. Like, don't get it twisted.
But it's so funny because I have this ongoing bit with Sam and Caroline where I make just ridiculous accusations. Like I said Sandwich lost her virginity riding on a horse, like and I'm like that bitch has never owned a horse in her life. You know, like, and like Caroline, I said something about her nipples being on her rib cage.
Yes, yeah.
And I said this on Fear and there are commenters that were quite literally offended on Caroline's behalf. And it took every ounce of my soul not to reply to that. They were like, I can't believe Cutie's actually body shaming Caroline. Take every ounce of my soul not to reply and be like, she has weird ass nipples. What?
Yeah, bring it on.
They're on a rib cage.
But you should say that. Fuck it. Who cares?
It's just a joke. Also,
it's just a joke.
She doesn't. And if you do have nipples on your rib cage, that's fucking weird.
It's a strange thing.
It's cool, but it's weird. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy your nipples are on your rib cage.
You can talk about it.
You can talk about it.
I feel like the normal people will just hear that and be like, oh, that's funny. And like people that like are like, nah, don't you think? They're just like looking for something to don't you think.
Yeah, you guys need to get a hobby.
Get with it. Get a hobby.
Get a hobby.
Get a freaking hobby. Play some freaking games.
So you just get cringed out at yourself all the time?
Well, not all the time. I mean, honestly, on stream, I'm pretty lax and boring. I just
Really?
play games. Yeah, I just play games, like try to say funny stuff. But like, I got cringed out doing like anything IRL.
Really?
Yeah, collabs. I cringe myself out.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? What's one that you would never want to watch back?
A collab that I've never want to watch back.
Yeah.
Probably my IRL with Extra Emily.
Really?
Yeah. It was a good stream. Like, it was probably one of the most entertaining streams I've been a part of. But I just can't do it. That's just not who I am. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. And like, it's funny because people have told me I should be just an IRL streamer in New York. But it's like, why would you want to live like that?
No.
That's tough.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I'd rather get less money doing something that I like doing and less of, like, not so mentally taxing than, like, fucking try to not die every day on the streets of Manhattan.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel.
You should set up a rat cam.
What? A rat cam?
Yeah.
Like just outside?
One of those weird-ass Point Crow streams. It's like, I don't end until 12 rats take a bite of this cheese or something.
Oh, God. See, like, I don't want to do
that.
that.
At Central Park waiting for a rat to come bite your cheese.
I don't want to do that. I'm doing an IRL stream with Maya.
In New York?
Yeah.
You're so stupid.
I am. Did
When?
you know that? September. Actually, it's really close to my birthday.
Oh, after TwitchCon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's going to a world something convention.
Yeah. I told her no.
Global warming, climate change.
Some fucking stupid ass.
Some crazy. It doesn't even matter.
Fake ass science shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just open the fucking window with the AC on blast.
Yeah.
I'll solve global warming. I'll show you.
So you almost told her no?
Well, because I said, I texted her back and I was like, I'm too embarrassed to do it.
What are you doing?
Like, instead of IRLing, I was like, I don't want it. Can we do something off stream? And then she's like, no, you can do it. Like, don't worry. And I was like, all right, you're right.
What is the IRL?
I don't know.
She's probably just going to take you to Central Park.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But scary.
Why?
Because I'm in public with a camera. I get really scared.
You did fine today.
I was scared.
For those of you who don't know, we went IRL streaming. We tried on viral TikTok foods.
That's right, episode 1.
Episode 1 of the viral TikTok foods in LA.
In LA, whenever I come visit, 6 months,
Potentially
whatever, we'll do it
3 to
again.
4 episodes a year.
3 to 4 episodes a year, maybe.
Maybe
if
2.
It's a hit.
Yeah,
We'll see.
if it's a hit.
If you guys want it.
But we did that today, and the first place we go to is Erewhon, and we get kicked out, and I was mortified. I hate getting
Me
in
too.
trouble.
I hate getting in trouble too. Like, I don't want to be, or like confronting someone.
Yeah.
With the fucking, and we're the douchebags.
I know. She's like, are you recording? I'm like, yeah.
Do you feel like you're cut out to be like a streamer or an
No, I got
influencer?
so weirdly, this is stupid. I don't know
No,
why
me
anyone
too.
listens to me.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what I'm doing.
But that's like, I think that's such a healthy thought. Because if you really think about it, that's everyone. Like, this Hawk 2 girl's getting shit on because they're like, she's not smart, she's not talented. In my head, I'm like, none of us are.
None of us
Welcome
are.
to the family.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the most healthy thing to say in your head.
Unless you're Vinny Hacker.
Oh, he's just, what a fucking guy.
Then you're him. You're
He's
him,
so
dude.
good. He's so...
There's nothing you can do to not be
Shout
him.
out to Vinny Hacker. He's like good at every single event. He was incredibly attractive.
So nice.
Super sweet. And I was like, oh, like, what does he do on stream?
Oh,
And
he's
then
just a pro
He's just
video
like the
game
best
player.
gamer in everything. Like, that's what I was saying. If he starts speedrunning Mario and beats my time, I just fucking kill myself.
Really? That's the solution?
There's nothing I can do. I'm not made for this world. He's just way better than me. It'd be so fucked.
Well, everybody, this is a wine about it
Oh.
classic.
What?
We've got alcohol.
That's right. We've got... Wait, you guys don't have... Always, you don't have wine.
No.
Yeah, I'm a super fan. I knew that.
Don't act like you watch us.
Of course I do.
When was last episode you watched?
I watched the episode where you went through, like, high school. You were talking about your... It was, like, some high school relationship episode. I think it was, like, 3 episodes ago. I listened to that whole thing. How do you like that?
I don't know what we fucking talked about.
Because you don't listen to your own episode. You just got...
No, I don't. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't remember? I remember. I'm a Wine About It fanatic. Subscribe to the Patreon, guys. Seriously.
We're going to go over there later today. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to leak all my secrets there. Who knows what I'm going to say?
The Wine About a Patreon actually does surprisingly well. And I will say, kudos to the Patreon members because people come up to us all the time and they're like, how is your Patreon so big? Because our viewership on YouTube is like, it's like good, but it's not like amazing. And we're like, I don't know. I guess our fans just love us.
Yeah, they're just very generous. They're cool.
But we got a espresso martini.
Yes.
Pre-made espresso martini.
This is going to make me sick.
Is
Fuck
this
it.
going to be bad?
It's worth it. No, it's worth it.
Kettle One, finished and bottled by Kettle One Cocktail Co.
That sounds good.
Espresso martini made in Holland. Calories per serving, 5 calories per serving. Okay.
Healthy.
Pour over ice. Ooh, we don't have that.
Fuck it.
Shake for 15 seconds. Ooh, we don't have that. Garnish with coffee beans. Ooh, we don't have
We're not gonna garnish.
that.
This is a fucking Kettle One. This is like the type
Serve
of shit.
chilled. Ooh, we don't have that.
That's fine. It'll be like drinking thick Ovaltine.
I'm
It'll be
shaking
thick
it.
chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, not yet.
I have no help. I asked a gentleman in the plane to help me open a water bottle.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. It was so emasculating. Please, could you help me?
I don't even like espresso martinis. I'm doing this for you.
I love espresso martinis, but I love like a fun nightcap espresso martini.
What is a fun nightcap?
Like, oh, the night's getting crazy.
This
Everyone's
does
a little
not.
tired.
This smells nasty.
We have to drink it. This is my episode. Seriously, we have to drink it. I'm not kidding.
Okay, bringing it back. The pour, everybody. But we got the espresso martini pour today.
Oh, ASMR. Ew! Why is it sounds like an old man peeing. It's just leaking out. It's just no force.
The espresso martini pour into the plastic cup.
Ew. It's like the shiwi. Is that what it was like?
Yeah, if you guys don't know what the shiwi is, the little funnel you put in your coochie.
Don't say coochie. Why do you say coochie like that?
Because you want me to say what he
No,
wants me to say
that's-
vagina.
Yeah, you could say, you place it into the vagina region. Coochie is too gross. Coochie is too, you can't, okay.
Coochie is the least gross.
Yes, no, coochie is the worst way to say vagina.
Okay, tier list vagina names. Coochie.
F. Like, can you imagine going to a doctor and say, Doc, my coochie hurts.
My coochie hurts. My coochie's been itching.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Okay.
It's just the worst way to say.
Kuka.
That's not even, what is this, like the fucking
Kuka's
60s?
a thing.
Oh,
Kuka.
Kuka?
Yeah, or hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
Okay.
Hoo-ha's a thing. Hoo-ha is like too oldie.
Okay, so what do you
Not
give
serious. Hoo-ha would be like a C tier. It's like fine.
it? Okay, pussy.
Pussy. Pussy.
With the hard P.
Pussy's like a B.
No,
Yeah.
okay. So
It's so commonplace.
You'd rather me say I put the sheepy on.
Dude, casually, that would be so funny. If you're like,
I put the shiwi on my
pussy. That'd be, I would respect that.
Ew.
No, I would respect that so much.
Instead of coochie, you want me to say I put the shiwi on my
100%.
pussy and I pee on the side of the road.
Don't say coochie. It's pussy.
Okay, so vagina is your S tier?
Vagina is definitely S tier. Or like my vaginal region.
Urethra, what do you give that?
Urethra is an S+++.
So I put the shiwi up my urethra.
Yeah, that's because it's anatomically accurate.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say that.
I'm out of vagina. Purse. People call it a purse.
That's too.
I put the vagina on my purse. Oh, wait, I put the vagina.
Vagina on my
I put the
purse.
shiwi on my
Nobody
purse.
says purse.
Yeah.
Like who?
Ice Spice said it in her last song.
Oh yeah, wait. She says, I was told you put the
Oh my God. Wait, Lady Bits.
lady bits.
Uh-huh.
If you said, oh, I put it on my lady bitch or lady parts or something, that's like, wow, she's being so
Really?
proper.
I don't like bits. It feels like it's
My
like a
bits.
side dish. Like giblets.
My appetizers. Yeah, my lady apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's weird. Now that I think about it.
Okay, my privates.
Privates is professional.
That's S?
Yeah, it's like real wine about it shit.
Tunnel of Love.
Ew. Wait, vajayjay.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
I put it on my vajayjay.
My beaver. My kitty.
Oh, yeah. Very
Ew.
cute.
My gash. Is this not gonna be demonetized if we keep going, guys?
It'll be great it's gonna be great for the Patreon. I don't know if all these words will make it onto the YouTube version.
No, that's okay. Fuck the YouTube version.
For the record, everybody, Nico has Googled a list. That's what we're going off of.
Or it's like ChatGPT.
Snatch. Snatch is a good one. I put the shiwi on my snatch.
That's too like, well, Jesus.
What?
What was the point of the sheet?
Honey pot.
No, not honey pot.
My cupcake.
What is nons pubis?
I think
Mons
that's the
pubis?
bone. Yeah, that's the bone.
Oh, there's like different parts of it.
My peach.
Ew.
I put the shiwi on my peach.
Ew.
You hate it?
I hate peach.
Okay. My genitals.
That's too like.
I put the
weird.
shiwi on my genitals and I
Okay.
peed on the in the parking lot.
Okay, well I can work with genitals. Okay, so you put the shiwi on your genitals.
I put the shiwi on my dewdrop.
Okay. I forget the point of this fucking shiwi. Because of the sound?
Yeah, because the pouring sound sounded like me peeing
Oh
on
yeah,
the
and
shiwi.
a shiwi.
By the way, I have to keep a shiwi in my car. I don't know where it is right now. It's lost in my car somewhere.
We just did, well, we were driving around, Kitty's like, oh, is my shiwi in the glove box? Open it and see. I'm like, no. I don't want to open up a fucking shiwi.
Public restrooms in LA, and sometimes you literally just have to pee in your car into a fucking water bottle.
Yeah, I never done that. I'm classy.
Good luck. Live in LA for a year. Try.
We'll never do that.
I don't blame you.
Can't do it.
Okay, here's your espresso
Oh, you're
martini.
going to do a pour? Whoa, real pro here. You're giving me a lot. Wait.
I don't know.
Like, hello?
Okay, I'll get
What the
myself one.
fuck?
It smells awful.
Wait, I want to smell it. Oh, it smells terrible. Oh, I don't know if I can drink this. It smells really
You
bad.
just said we had to
No,
drink
it's
it.
really bad. Like, smell it. It's
I
thick,
did.
too. It's like a viscousy.
Aww.
All right, cheers. You have to. It's my episode. This is a big deal. No, I'm not kidding. Tastes like bad gash. Sorry.
But also like bad gas. Like it tastes like gasoline a little bit.
I like it.
I want everyone to know what we're sacrificing to this episode right
Go
now.
ahead. The
I
steaks.
can hear, not even 20 feet from me, the Penis Star League
That's right.
going on right now.
And explain to the people what the Penis Star League is.
It is Nick Envy Falco, the redheaded Nick, the redhead Nick from the yard, Nick, my old roommate. It is his company,
Right.
Penis Star League, and it is a LAN party he set up with 8 Xboxes that are all linked together, and they played Call of Duty, but recently they got 8 copies of Halo 3, and oh my god.
It's so fun.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me
It's such a
in
good gaming
years.
experience.
Yeah.
I just love it so much.
And they are out there playing right now, and I keep hearing them cheering.
They're having fun right there.
And we're having fun too.
We're having way more fun because we've got freaking
gash
juice.
juice.
Ew! Gash juice, and it's like this.
Yeah.
This is like some evil pussy. It's a girls' episode. I can say pussy.
You get the pussy pass.
I got a pussy pass today.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good.
Oh, girls'
Cutie.
night's fun. What?
I'm surprised you didn't play Dress to Impress.
I did. I hated it.
Why?
So boring.
Yeah, but did you thought Lethal Company was boring?
Yeah, I find most games boring.
Okay, what's the best game of all time?
Halo 3.
Okay, what's the second best game of all time?
Sims 2 Castaway on PlayStation 2.
Oh shit. That's a crazy choice.
Yeah.
The PS2 one, I actually
Yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
That's a good fucking game.
And it has like you have to like talk to the monkeys and
yes.
they'll bring you
It's like
stuff.
an RPG.
Yeah, like
It's
game's
not even a fucking
awesome.
Sims game.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
and then I would say I'm going Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yes.
I'm going Zoo Tycoon.
Yep. All the Tycoon games.
Yep. I'm going Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, you're a PlayStation kid.
I was a PlayStation kid.
Okay.
I'm going.
Did you grow up rich?
No.
So you only had the PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
And then my brother got the Xbox 360.
Okay.
And then I did everyone knows how do you fix the red rings of death.
Oh, the towel trick.
Yep. Yeah!
Of course I know that.
Dude, yeah, you feel like that was like I felt like Nico.
Yeah, I know, same. Just wrapping up the
Just
fucking
wrapping,
Xbox
letting
in
it
a
play
towel.
all night, and you just hope in the morning
Such a hacker.
when you turn it back on.
And it works.
It works.
It works, but then you have to send it back because in like a month it'll red ring again.
Yeah, it goes
There was
again.
no. Isn't that? Wait, can we just talk about that for a
Yeah.
second? How crazy is it that Microsoft released a product where every single Xbox failed? Every single machine broke.
Yeah, why did they do that?
That's I don't think there's been a colossal fuck up like that in a long time. Like, that's huge.
I mean, didn't they have to recall like a bunch of Boeing airplanes?
Yeah, but not like every single,
every single one?
that failed. On a consumer level product, like a
There's gotta be
console
something.
that was that fuck up.
I loved it. I loved
I
it
love
so
the 360.
much.
Do
Some
you
of my
think
best
though it's
nights of my
nostalgia?
life.
Or is it actually like that much better?
It's 1,000% nostalgia. I'm sure it's like, games and stuff is better now, but like,
Yeah.
well,
I disagree.
really?
I think they were better.
I think the community was different. It wasn't as easily accessible in the
Yeah.
way of like, you know, you just go online and now there's thousands of people playing Fortnite and you can talk to them or whatever. Maybe I'm being delusional.
No, I agree. I agree with. You know what?
It was like
Gatekeep.
you had to like make a moment to
Yeah.
play Halo Live. Like you like, oh man.
Like no, I actually completely agree. I think games back then had more soul.
Yeah.
And the people playing it back then knew it was special.
Yeah.
So they treated it like a little more sacred gaming time. Now it's become too accessible, and the games themselves have become so corporatized and so like soulless. And I really feel that.
Yeah.
It's very rare, and I used to think that until recently. I played like Stardew Valley, which felt like a soulful game, or Elden Ring. It feels good. It reminds you of like the feelings I had when I was younger.
You know what games I really loved when I was younger? This is so funny.
Which
is the Harry Potter games.
I played every single one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were remember the one, I think it was Goblet of Fire, where you had like the shrew, they would spew shit at you.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were always so hard to beat.
There was like dungeon levels when you had to learn a spell that were really hard.
Yeah, they were hard.
And I remember the first spell you learned in Sorcerer's Stone was called Flipendo.
Yeah.
And the spell would just flip a switch.
And
it's like so goofy. There's no lore explanation. They're like, the first thing in Mr. Potter is Flipendo. It's just a flip a fucking switch. You could have just made something like.
And you collect beans.
Yeah.
For no reason.
For no reason. They're fun to collect. That's what they say.
They don't buy
Weasley
anything.
bros.
They don't nothing. They're just all over the castle.
Yeah, but the game was fun.
It
It
was
was
fun.
It was a soulful game. That was like one of
It was
those where it's like
fun.
they made something beautiful.
And I was really excited. Sorry, welcome to the Millennial Podcast.
For real, fuck it. We're older.
Also, disclaimer, please put this on the screen. We do not fuck with J.K. Rowling or her beliefs, but we are millennials, so unfortunately we have filled out the quizzes and been sorted into a Hogwarts house and played all the Harry Potter games and consumed all the books and watched all the movies and got our Deathly Hallows tattoos removed.
That's right.
So this is our history, and
Yeah,
we're allowed
pirate,
to talk about it.
pirate those games. How about
Yeah.
that?
Pirate those
Fuck
games,
that.
steal those books. I don't care.
Steal it. Hogwarts Legacy, pirate that shit.
But I was really excited for Hogwarts Legacy to come out, and I played it. I really liked it.
You did?
I didn't finish it because it just doesn't have that. It just didn't.
I didn't like it at all.
Something about it.
I thought it
wasn't
was
there
so
for
like
me.
trash.
Really?
It's like such a bad. It was like the world was trash. The objectives were trash. They all felt the same. I thought
I
it was
honestly
so
don't
overrated.
remember it that much.
It just wasn't a lasting game. That's like the most fucking basic ass open world game. It's like it just kind of looks like Harry Potter, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, something was missing. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I would rather them just remake the originals. Like, give me Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
Put me in the
Fuck
fucking
it.
ring.
In one game. Like,
Yeah.
every single one
Oh,
of those
could you
originals.
imagine?
I would buy it.
And it's like just 60 hours long.
Yeah, I'd play
That'd
the
be
shit
so
out of that.
fun.
That sounds awesome.
What about, okay.
Mm.
What is your top games?
Well, obviously Mario 64 and Counter-Strike. Boom.
Wait, did you play Mario 64 when you were a kid?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? The N64 I used to speedrun is the one my mom bought me when I was a baby.
Oh, really?
The same exact one.
That's so funny.
I know. It's a special one. It's the Donkey Kong version. It still lasts. But yeah, I played it as a kid, but I was only allowed to play 30 minutes of games a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I actually never played Mario 64 until I was an adult, and I did my first playthrough on stream because.
Oh, like a casual playthrough?
Yeah.
How did I not see this?
I don't know. It was years ago.
Oh.
But it was fun. It took me forever to
it's hard.
beat it.
Yeah.
And I was like, the whole time I'm doing it, I was like, how did kids figure this out in the 90s when you couldn't look up the play? Like,
Yeah.
some of the stars, I literally needed people to tell me where they were. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's what you had to do, though. I think everyone cheated in the 90s. I think people would just tell people where the stars are and stuff, but...
But I never played that game because I had so many siblings, we had to play group games. So it was always Smash, it was always
Mario Party.
Mario Party.
Stuff,
I
yeah.
loved Mario Parties. I loved the
Me too.
racing.
Yeah, that's... what did you think of it when you played it when you were an adult?
It was hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I got banned from someone's chat who was casually playing it because
Oh.
it was some girl and she was on TikTok clock and she didn't know that she could long jump. So I was like, oh, by the way, if you hold Z and an A.
No, backseater.
And I swear to God, I was like, I was at backseating. I'm teaching her how to play. Instantly, your mod banned me. And then, like, proper grammar was like, hey, everybody, as a friendly reminder to the community, please don't backseat. This is a vanilla. I was like, die.
Oh,
It's also perfect
my
grammar mods that just piss me off so
gosh.
much. I got banned. I'm trying to help out.
When was this?
It was like 3 years ago.
Okay, so it was before you were someone.
Yeah, before I was someone.
Before you count and before anyone cared.
Before anyone cared.
Stupid.
That was honestly the golden years.
Honestly, I will say with the check mark with Cutie Cinderella being a name, it sucks. Okay, my biggest itch. So I'm sure you watch Mario and you want to backseat like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be like, hey, do this, do that.
Every
do that.
single time.
Yeah. When I see people baking.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, too much salt.
It's fine if they're doing bad. It's so fine if they're doing bad. The thing I cannot stand is people who are not experts pretending to be experts.
Yeah.
And I just hear the biggest bullshit come out of their mouth, and I'm sitting there like...
That's the experience with every single person, every single viewer, whenever we say a take.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
If we ever have like a take, there's probably the same exact experience in chat. They're like, shut the fuck up. You don't know
Which
what you're
I've
talking
been wrong before, like, obviously. Like,
obviously.
I've been
You've
wrong
been live for so many
times.
Yeah.
But, like, I just remember one time specifically I was watching someone bake, and they were, like, just talking about things on, like, a molecular level, and I was like, bruh.
It's such bullshit.
That's not, like, you gotta, like, come on.
I gotta respect that, though.
And it's just stuff like that. But, like, I do everything in my whole capacity not to type in chats when I see that shit. I'm like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. If it's, like, someone I know... Then I'll do it. I'll just be it. But if it's like someone I don't know, I won't type. I'll be like, oh
do you ever type in a chat of like some random streamer? Because you watch a lot of Twitch.
I watch
don't you?
a lot of Twitch.
I think you know every single streamer I've ever mentioned in my whole life.
Yeah.
Like even like these fucking random ass.
People don't realize I'm good at my job.
Yeah, you know a lot of them.
My job is streamer awards. I watch every single streamer.
Yeah, it's kind of
There's
crazy.
a lot of times even small streamers, like, 20 viewers, 70 viewers, will introduce themselves to me, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen your stuff. You like DJ, you do this, like, great stuff, good vibes.
And they're like, ah.
They're just like, what? They're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, like I don't know. It's just my job to know what's going on.
I remember I was surprised you
Take
knew
it very
me.
seriously.
I was
Why?
surprised because I was just playing my own little nook and cranny, like my own little niche.
I don't even remember how I found you.
I messaged you.
You did.
Yeah.
And you said I want to come to stuff, and then I said okay.
Yeah.
I said buckle up.
No, I was like, I think you tweeted something. I was like, oh, like, if you need someone, I'm available. And then you were like, no, you know what you messaged me?
What?
You messaged me like, okay, for the next 4 months, I have these events. You want to go to every single one.
That's what I said?
Yeah.
I'm finding it.
Look at it. Look at our first messages.
On Twitter? Mm-hmm. Ooh, you have to pull it up. I don't have Twitter on my phone. I'm a monk.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if like I'm interested, if you need someone, and then you were like,
I just was like, okay, bet.
You said 4 events. You're like Christmas this one, you're gonna be in the play. That was the first thing.
Yeah.
And then you were like, Master Baker is gonna be next, in like one DM. I swear to God, I was like,
I
what
believe
the fuck?
it. I do that sometimes.
Yeah, but I was like, I had no idea.
If I have stuff lined up, I just did it to Peach Rose because Peach Rose was like, I want to come to some of your stuff. I said, here's the next 4 months.
Yeah,
Let me know.
it's crazy.
Let me know which ones you're coming to.
Now everyone's gonna message you. Okay, ready? Wait,
Yeah.
I'm gonna read. This is so cringe.
No. I'm excited.
Wait, this is so funny. Hi, cutie. This is so random, but if you need help during any of your upcoming events, I'd love to participate. Even if it's like backstage prep or whatever.
Aww.
Have a good afternoon.
That's so nice. What the hell?
And then you responded, what the heck? I'd love to have you. I never knew that might be your cup of tea.
Man, I'm cordial.
No.
Okay, bitch.
Yeah. And then basically I said, yeah, I'd love to meet some people.
I'd love to get out of my bubble.
And then I was like, I'm in New York, so a little out of the way. And then I said, you're like, don't be afraid of flying. If you're not afraid of flying, it'll be easy peasy. And then you wrote, look at this shit.
Oh my gosh.
All of these events. You're like, are you free for all of them? I was like, sure.
It depends on what you're feeling like doing. I would love to have you to come to anything. The current forecast.
Yeah, I told you listed it out.
Christmas concert, December 2nd. If you don't sing, I'm also doing a play. In the middle of it, LOL, you would make a great Ghost of Christmas Past. In January, I'm doing a 7-day, depending on eliminations. You get eliminated baking challenge called Master Baker. Then March is Streamer Awards. If you don't get nominated, I would love to have you present an award.
That's crazy. And I was a 500 viewer streamer at this point.
Well,
Isn't
I
that
saw
wild?
it. I call it so. I'm not kidding you. Not to toot my own horn. I don't have
Dude
an ego.
Fuck it. It's
I don't have
girls'
an
night.
ego.
We're drinking espresso martini. Fuck it.
I don't have
Dude
an ego about most things, but I can see it. I
You
can
can?
tell. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like you can't say you can tell and then invite someone to every event and be like, see, I told you they're getting viewers. Like you're kind of rigging it.
Well, no, there's been some flops. Sometimes I can. So I do this really interesting thing. I don't think people know. I'm pretty calculated. People don't realize how calculated I am. I don't think. I'll do a very interesting thing where I'll give someone a very small role, and I'll just see, and then I learn a lot about that person, and then depending on that, is the trajectory for the rest of everything.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Like okay, so a small role like involved with an event.
I'm gonna give a perfect example because you'll never see this person at any of my events ever again.
Oh, this is an exclusive drop?
I mean, they don't stream anymore.
Oh, okay.
But.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
He doesn't stream anymore. I'm gonna have Fusion edit that out of the YouTube one. But if you want to hear what name I said, you can check out the Patreon.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
What a plug.
They don't stream anymore.
Yeah.
But they did something for me, and I just like learned a lot about their personality during that event that I was like, not for me.
That's a pass.
Not for me, and not for like I don't see that. Based on like ego, and maybe not even ego, based on behaviors,
Yes.
I don't see that lasting in the industry.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. And
yeah.
I was right, clearly, because I don't stream anymore for different reasons.
Yeah.
But I don't know how. Is that an earthquake?
No, that's just the AC.
I thought I felt the ground moving.
It wasn't. I have such a good earthquake sense.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was just like weird things where it's just like, oh, you're not very like team
Yeah.
oriented. Like that's not gonna like, I don't know. I think people that take stuff so, and I don't know about this person in particular, but sometimes you see streamers that are on the rise or have potential, and you'll make a risk for them, and then you'll see just like an attitude or a like kind of like a, what's it called when someone's like
Narcissism?
I don't know. I think it's like sometimes it's like none of us deserve this.
Yeah.
Genuinely. I don't like, maybe Maya is the only
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure she's like actually like trying to save the world.
yeah,
Like,
besides that, none of us deserve a platform, right? And if
Yeah.
you think that for some reason you're more special than the average Joe outside,
no, yeah, it's
I can't
ugly.
get behind it.
It's
yeah.
bad.
And you see that in weird ways. Like, and it's just like, huh.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like you can tell by the way people talk about other people.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
that's the thing. If my first like impression of you is like, ooh, this person's got it, and then I actually get to know you, and I give you a chance, and then I see the way you behave or the way you treat other people or the things you talk about, and you go, oh no, that's not gonna last.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
can
just,
tell.
I've been in the industry for years, so it's just like you just kind of know.
Okay, so what do you think the qualities are of someone who you think is going to go far? Because maybe there's a small budding streamer here that, or watching, that's going to be like, you know, I hit that.
I mean, Cinna's another baby of mine that
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
come here, little thing.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
Cinna's great.
saying? Like, Cinna's great, and
Yeah.
now she's massive. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not, for the record, I'm not taking credit in any way. Like, I don't think I made Squeex. I don't think I made Squeex. I think,
Yeah, I made Cinna. I take credit.
You made
Fuck
Cinna.
it.
I
And
think,
QT made me.
I'm saying, I can just see. Like, I see people and I go, oh, they're gonna, Jason. I saw him
yeah,
years
yeah,
ago
yeah.
and I said, ooh, that guy's
Mr. Ween.
he was weenie back then.
Jason the Weenie?
He was weenie back then, yeah.
That's
and,
sweet.
you know, but like little things like that. Like you
Yeah.
just see people and you're like, they're
There's so
special.
much potential.
And one of the number one things, I'm not kidding, and this is something I've failed at, and I'm getting better at now, because I do believe anyone can have their queso jinxie pop off year,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
I think maybe I still have mine coming. Who knows? Who knows?
I believe it.
You know,
We're
who
going to do a
knows?
Sims Castaways playthrough. It's going to go fucking crazy.
But I think the biggest thing is not taking yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you're so fucking right.
it's such a massive, massive, massive thing. Not taking anything to heart, being able to make fun of yourself, being able to let your chat make fun of you.
Yeah.
Like, don't be their punching bag, obviously, but like be in on the joke in a comfortable extent, and you're going to develop just like a really fun community that's contagious. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing, even about, I've heard a lot recently about my interactions with the FaZe community, and people are like, Cutie, what the freak are you doing?
What are you doing? Fuck face.
My finger just naturally went to, as I talked about it.
I also do this
the FaZe
all
community.
weekend. Whenever someone's like, oh, you're going to go gambling? I'm like, yeah, FaZe up.
Their energy is so contagious. in such like a admirable way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not like for hours you just see them just like trying, you know, and they're younger obviously, but like genuinely
They're
like a lot of
trying.
it is the energy, and it's
Yeah.
you never deserve it. As soon as you have that attitude that's like, I've been doing this for so long, I should have more than blah 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 viewers.
Yeah.
No, you gotta stop that.
That's what I agree. Like, I feel like when you're a streamer, you kind of have to accept that certain things are out of your control.
Yeah, it's all out of our control.
It's all out of your control, viewership and everything. So just try your best to be the best version of yourself, and everything else will.
If you do what you think is fun,
Yeah.
other people are gonna see that, right? If you're faking it, you don't get.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get anywhere.
There's such a weird focus on like algorithms and virality that people are forgetting. Like, okay, what makes a good stream?
Yeah.
Like, what actually are people watching you for?
Yeah.
I feel like, and everyone's like trying to hit their like the algorithm. What does the algorithm want? Right now,
Right.
it's fucking horror games. Make a fucking scary TikTok of you like screaming. But you can't just copy other people. You have to find your niche. I think.
This is an interesting thing that I think you'll think is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just realized I like started thinking of my rosters of all my events and stuff like that, and it made me a little warm and fuzzy. So I was like, I've seen so much growth of like all these.
Yeah.
Like even like, you know, like a little freaking Sandwich. We're working on her. And
Sandwich
like,
is so fucking funny.
yeah, she's great.
Yeah, I think she's one of the funniest.
But as you were talking about that, I was having a warm fuzzy moment.
No, serious. No, a lot of people owe you a lot, cutie.
They don't owe me. They don't owe me.
Spiritually, I'm never gonna pay you back. Obviously, I'm a piece of shit. But you know, our spirits.
My spirits.
I owe you a lot.
Right, thank you.
I'd probably be working if I didn't go to that Christmas concert.
You think the Christmas concert was the thing? I guess you did meet everyone.
100%.
Yeah.
Not the Christmas concert. The fucking when I was in the play. The first time I met everyone.
Yeah.
You have no idea how nervous I was for that.
Really? Why?
I was fucking terrified.
It's so funny because you walk in the building and I go, "Here's your costume, dude."
Yeah, you did. And I was like, "Hi, nice to meet you." I bought you like a candle or something.
Yeah, you brought me a present. I remember.
I did.
You brought me a tea. It was tea.
Yep.
It was a mug and tea.
That's
I remember.
right. Oh yeah,
that was
I
really
did.
nice.
I got it from paper stores.
Yeah, it was
I
nice.
remember walking in paper stores.
I never told you, but the mug broke.
What?
Yeah, before I got home and it was broken.
I broke it.
Did you? I didn't take it out of the thing.
Welcome to the business, bitch.
Whoa.
It's like the mug is broken.
But this was really interesting. So I ran into, or I was doing this thing. I was at this thing, and someone came up to me, and they're like, "Hey, I'm a big TikToker. I need to know how to, like, I really want to stream on Twitch." And I said, "Okay, let's talk. Sit down, my friend." And I'm not an expert, by the way. Like, this is more someone like
No one really
Ludwig
is.
or whatever. You know, like, well,
I
I
don't
would
even think
say.
Ludwig's an expert.
Oh,
He's, you know.
but I know things.
Yeah, you know things,
Yeah.
but you're.
I know some little things.
A general. Yeah.
I know
you
where to
like
start.
general rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and he's coming over and he's talking to me. His TikTok is massive. Like
millions upon millions.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, why isn't this converting, right? And his first, and so I'm like, like, let me pull up your, Twitch tracker. Let me look at your numbers and see what's happening and figured out really quickly what he was doing, that he's starting stream every day in like Apex. And it's like, oh, but you want to be a variety streamer?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to be variety, then we need to start over here. Like just
I see.
simple things like that. That's going to help him. But,
That like you kind of don't. You kind of forget that people don't know.
they don't know.
Yeah, you kind of forget
But
the category game.
it was like, and I was like, okay, who do you want to be like? He's like, queso. Right? And so he was like, so I was wondering, how do you pay people to upload your clips? And I was like, oh.
How do you pay people to
I was
upload
like,
your
a TikTok editor? Is that what you're saying? Because clearly, like, you're bigger on TikTok than me. Like, you should know. Like,
I should be asking you.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. Because queso has such viral clips that fans upload them, right?
Yes.
And so his marketing is kind of like, how like Andrew Tate did a lot of his.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was almost like
people would upload for him.
Yeah, like MLM marketing.
Yes,
and he was like, how do you find people to upload your your clips and make fan pages? And I was like,
Yeah.
a way of thinking.
That is crazy.
Because that's not something we would ever like mimic, right?
No.
And but now I understand why he would, seeing queso and Jinxie and whatever, and I'm just like, it was fascinating to me.
Yeah, what a weird way to think. But maybe smart.
I don't think
maybe
it's a
it
bad
works.
idea. Like even Maya and I were talking about, we're like, maybe for Wine About It we could do like a fan page contest, like, like
Yeah.
something like that, because not a bad idea. So it was a funny thing where I was like, what are you talking about? And then as soon as he said it out loud, I was like, that's crazy. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, oh my God.
It's really smart.
How
I think I forget
funny.
if it's Onipixel, but there's a Counter-Strike streamer who did the same thing and like blew the fuck up. He's like, I'm gonna hold a contest every month. Whoever gets the most views on their clip of this stream will get this much money.
So funny. It's
Yeah,
like
it's like,
so
whoa.
interesting.
It is interesting.
Like
yeah,
it's just new wave. And I like
smart.
But
Good for them.
it was just like I was like, oh, and he was just so funny that his brain went there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he's gonna do because but I was like, TikTok is where you're big. So if you want people to make clips, you need to tell them on TikTok they should be making clips. You don't need to tell them on your Twitch streams.
On Twitch, make
you
clips.
got 20 viewers on your Twitch streams. You can't be like, guys, make clips. They're not fans yet.
It.
The people on your TikTok are fans of you. So.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But yeah, it was super interesting. It was like,
what I really like about like TikTok streamers and the young people who are trying to become streamers is like even interviewing them at the Streamer Awards, they were so not just charismatic, but they were trying.
Oh yeah, they still have the glimmer.
Yeah, they're like trying to have moments and stuff, and I really like that.
Yeah.
Like because you'll interview a lot of people and they're just like it's like pulling teeth. You're like, come on, say something interesting, like.
Like Prince.
Oh yeah, Prince. The
Zamalot.
geometry play.
Zamalot.
Yes,
Yep,
geometry. Whatever that game.
Yeah.
Is. Yeah, he was so fun.
He was so good.
You're right. His trying was contagious.
Yeah, and I think it showed a lot compared to a lot of veterans won last year.
Yeah.
And the speeches were dog shit, admittedly. Like, we can say it.
Yeah.
The speeches last year were our worst year of speeches.
Yeah.
And I think it was a lot, like if you look, I like was thinking about this and I looked and I was like, yeah, it's a lot of people that are maybe a little more jaded or like not like, like just like we're so, I think it's also used to losing.
Yeah, well, I mean, they just weren't prepared to win.
Yeah.
I think that's like the real thing.
But were you nervous to do that at all? To do the interviews?
The interviews?
Yeah.
QT, I was so fucking nervous.
Really?
Are you
Why?
kidding me? Because this is my first,
You're quick though. You're so quick.
Because in my head, I'm like, there's a guy going, come on, go.
Little monkey.
Yeah, and I sometimes will say the stupidest shit ever, but I prepared for that hard.
Yeah.
I had an index card where I wrote down what game they played, and like I would always watch at least a couple clips for every streamer I interviewed, so I knew like what they were about.
That's so smart of you. Until it became chaos and random people were just throwing in your life.
Yeah, random people. But before the camera was on, when the mics were off, I'd say, "Is there a question you want me to ask you, or is there something coming up that you want me to mention?"
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. So then everyone felt a little more catered.
Yeah.
So I can mention something and they can like sneak a little plug for their moment.
Yeah, that's smart.
Smart little pro tip for the Streamer Award
Little pro
interviewers.
tip.
There you go.
Who do you think the interviewer should be as the next interviewer?
Oh, for the Streamer Awards?
Yeah.
Sandwich.
Okay.
Sandwich would be a good interviewer. Sinnoh would be a good interviewer. Who else? I don't know. A third? There's so many people.
Yeah.
I feel like so many people do a good job, and even if it's not a good job, it's still fun. It's
still
like
fun.
It's still a fun thing to be. Like Fan would be a good interviewer probably. She'd have some funny moments.
Well, she would do a good job.
She'd do a good job.
Yeah, we might have to cut the camera a few times, but she would do.
The sponsors.
She would be funny. Yeah, the
it'd
sponsor.
Be interesting.
The AT&T blue carpet would be like, is that a vape?
Yeah. Oh my God, hitting the vape ring. Yeah.
That'd be funny,
Yeah, there'd be so many. I feel like everyone would bring something to it.
Why did you start streaming?
Oh, why did I start?
Yeah.
For fun.
Really?
Yeah, I just started streaming because I wanted to like play Counter-Strike and to my friends.
Yeah.
I've been streaming for a very, very long time. I've been streaming longer than Ludwig and
you. Didn't you say like 10 years or something?
Yeah. Yeah. But
crazy.
Consistently for like the last 4 years. But I started in like 2013. I streamed for a month.
This is so gross and I just wish it was good.
I love it.
No, you don't.
Look at how much I drank. Remember that fucking thick ass pour?
You've had a half a shot.
Me?
Yeah.
This?
Do you feel any different in your heart and soul?
I feel more energized.
No.
I do.
What's the alcohol percentage in this?
I just feel like it's a lot more caffeine.
I feel nothing. Oh, it's 20% alcohol. That's why I feel nothing.
What's the drunkest you've been?
A bachelorette party.
What year? Was it a close friend? So many questions.
So many questions.
I have so many questions.
You're pivoting away from my Twitch questions. That's fine. That's probably better.
Whatever.
Because then you have to tell when you were the drunkest.
Oh,
So you
I'm
better
not
start
sound. I
thinking.
can't
You
do it.
have to. You can't.
I can't
It's girls'
tell you
night.
that.
You trade.
Yeah, it's just you, me, Nico, and the people watching.
And the people playing Penis Star League out
That's
there.
right, and the Penis Star League
We
out
go
there.
out there. We're like, hey, what's your drunkest you've ever been?
Hey guys, how drunk have you ever been in your whole life?
It's so funny. I keep listening to make sure they're still there because I really want to play a game. I'm like, they better not leave.
Are they? Did they
They
leave?
better. No, they're just focused.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh my gosh, we're almost at an hour too, right?
Are you kidding me? We just started.
Nico's nodding his head. We're wild.
Wait, we're going
We're
ham.
wild and crazy and free.
It's a fucking espresso martini.
Oh my
This
god.
is episode 1 of Squeex and QT's Wine About It.
And the fent that we did earlier.
Oh yeah, we love our fent. I don't even know what fent is.
Fentanyl.
Oh right, no, I know what fentanyl stands for. But I don't know what it looks like or what it's. I know it's bad. It's a huge problem.
Yeah, people get addicted to it.
Speaking of addiction, you love drinking, and what was the drunkest you've ever been?
I was okay. It was a bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad. It was this girl. I had a bit of a tumultuous relationship with her. I always really wanted to be her friend.
Oh shit! Wait, this is so much more. So it's a tumultuous drunk. I thought it was. So you're saying the bride was someone you weren't really close friends with? This is crazy.
I know, but I always wanted to be her friend.
Okay.
I always wanted to be her friend, and sometimes I'd like, and like, not even in like, she wasn't like necessarily a cool girl, like popular mean girl. This was like outside of high school, and she was just so sweet and so fun and so nice, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Anyway, if you're out there, you know who you are, lady.
Elizabeth.
She doesn't listen to it. Imagine that's her name.
Yeah.
That's not her name.
Just scared her.
But it was just like, I really want to be your friend, and we like worked together at one point in life because I was a hiring manager at Old Navy, so I hired her there at one point.
Incredible.
I know.
Sorry, I still buy my jeans.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
And then like she got a different job, and then like years later, like needed help with her wedding, and as you know, I have a lot of experience in events, and so she's getting married. She comes to me, I need help. Got you.
Right.
Plan a wedding.
And then
with
you're at
my
her
eyes
bachelor
closed.
party.
And then she's like, do you want to come to my bachelorette
Oh my
party?
God.
And I'm like, oh my God, she wants to be best friends. And so she invites me to a bachelorette party. It starts at a dueling piano bar.
Dueling piano?
Yeah.
What is that?
You've never been? Oh, it's so fun. It's like a bar where you're just drinking, but then there's 2 pianos set up. And they'll just like riff off each other. And it's like so fun.
Oh,
and
cool.
it's live
It's like
music.
La La
and
Land.
yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
And so we get really drunk and just having so much fun. And she texts her ex.
What?
I forgot.
Wait, the bachelorette? The one who's about to get married?
No, she made me text her ex. I remember.
On your phone?
Yep.
Okay.
So, because her
This is actually,
I
that's
know.
weird.
I've never told this story.
Okay.
So, she doesn't like make me, but we're like joking about it. And you know me, if you joke, I'm like,
Yeah, you're
okay.
gonna do it for
Yeah,
a
I'm
laugh.
a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think anything's funny.
Yeah.
And so, because her ex used to work at Old Navy too. So we're like reminiscing,
Yes,
and
yes,
she's like,
yes.
remember so-and-so? I'm like, yeah. So we take a picture together, and I texted to him, and I said, too bad, huh?
No way.
Yeah.
Did he respond?
Yeah, and he was like, oh, you think you're funny because it's me, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, she's getting married next week, so
Yeah,
you missed
too little,
out.
too late.
Yeah, too late. And then he was like, oh, seriously though? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, where are you guys now? And then I was like, don't even. Like, imagine, like
That's
he's trying to meet up at the bachelorette party.
crazy.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
crazy.
And I replied and I just said, oops, blocking your number. And then I blocked his number.
And you were probably
that was
super
it.
drunk at this point,
I
right?
was super drunk. But of course, we're dying laughing,
Yeah, of
right? We're like,
course.
oh my God, he wants to come meet up with us.
Wait, that's wild. Wait,
And-
that's kind of a baller move from the Bachelorette. He's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah. It's her bachelorette party. She could get any what ifs answered that
Yes.
night, but she didn't.
No, wait, baller.
Yeah,
And
which
then
I'm not
you ended
saying-
up being friends?
I'm not saying what ifs like cheat on him. I'm saying what ifs like, yeah, come to the bar and be like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no, sure.
yeah, I don't think she was going to cheat on him. But
No,
she
but
had
we'll
no
see.
intention either.
We
I was the
don't
one
know.
that texted him, so it's not like she was ever going to do anything.
Well, we don't know
I
how
thought
that
it'd
would
be
have
funny.
happened.
Anyway, they could be together.
They could be together. Maybe the
If
story
If I would have
changed.
sent him the address, maybe butterfly
Well,
effect.
it all started at Old Navy when
Yeah.
the guy was still working there.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so that's cool. And
So
then,
cool.
And then you were super placid that you texted a bachelorette's ex.
Yeah,
Well,
to
that's
be
interesting.
funny. Yeah.
That's the drunkest you've been.
Yeah, but then we Uber to a different bar.
Okay. So you're super fucking placid.
So drunk.
Okay.
Uber to a different
Holy
bar.
shit. Okay.
Yeah. and we're at this bar, and all of a sudden I'm like, where are we?
You get a little blackout.
Where are we?
How do we teleport here?
We're like 40 minutes away from my home now. And now everyone's dispersing, and I'm not super close with this girl, remember?
Yeah.
So she's leaving with her bridesmaids, because they're all staying in a hotel together. And then there's me, and I'm like,
yeah, so you drunk drive home.
Yeah, so I hop in my car. No. So,
yeah, obviously,
so
I have to get home 40 minutes.
Text my boyfriend at the time, and I say, or I call him.
Yeah.
Because my phone's at 1%, and I'm 40 minutes away from home.
Okay, crazy.
At 3 in the morning.
And you're plastered drunk.
Tequila.
You are being irresponsible.
I know.
In the story,
First time in my life, tequila. I was
that'll
being
get
so
you fucked up.
irresponsible.
Tequila's
Don't
fucked
be
up.
me ever, okay?
Don't do it.
I used to be a Tara Yummy girl.
What is a Tara Yummy?
Oh, we love Tara Yummy.
Oh, I love Tara Yummy.
Tara Yummy is like party girl. I used to be a party girl.
Okay.
But
Brat
now I'm a
life.
cutie Cinderella, demure.
Demure, God.
Demure.
Demure and mindful.
Now I'm actually just tired and old.
Yeah, me too.
But so I call my boyfriend and I'm like, hi, I'm 40 minutes away from home and I don't really know where I am and my phone's gonna die. And he's like, I have work in the morning, figure it out.
What an ass.
I know. It was actually the meanest thing.
Wait, that's
it was not
evil.
the meanest thing he did to me, but it was pretty mean.
What a
He
jerk.
apologized for it, so but for story's
No,
sake,
you don't forgive him. Fuck
I forgive
that guy.
him,
Don't
but it's
forgive
a good
him.
story.
Fuck you,
Like he's
Robert.
listening.
He is listening.
Robert, if you're listening, I forgive you.
I don't forgive
but it
you
is a
at
good
all.
Story.
You're an asshole, and Cutie found better.
He misses you.
I miss you, Robert. After a couple espresso martinis, I'm texting Robert.
Robert,
where you at, Robert?
You're missing out.
Look at what you could have had.
It's just me like phasing up with my sunburn. I'm like, eh. He's like, I'm good.
That's right. I'm gonna block you.
He's like, I'm blocking you. Yeah. And so, and he's like, figure it out. I'm like, okay. Phone dies. Great.
Oh my God, then what the fuck do you do?
So another girl that was at the bachelorette party, she's like, oh, I'm leaving, ordering my Uber. And I go, can you please add a stop?
Yes.
And she's
Smart.
like, yeah. I'm like, great. So I get in the car with her. I'm so drunk. The closest to blackout I've ever been in my life. Like, I'm like, uh-oh. Like, this was the first night I ever had tequila.
Okay, crazy.
Like, keep in
crazy.
mind, I was raised Mormon. So
yeah, so this is like hard. This is like your body doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's like soda pop, tequila.
Yeah. Yeah. And so then the Uber drops her off.
Yeah.
And starts to go to my spot. But then I realize it's going the wrong way. And now I'm panicking.
Oh my God.
So either I'm getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
Or
you're just
she put in the
confused?
wrong address.
Oh, which is probably worse.
And I have nowhere to change it.
Yeah.
And I'm like asking him, and he's like,
and you're drunk, so he's like, I don't know what.
yeah, he's drunk. He also didn't speak English, which is fine, but I can't communicate.
I'm against it.
I can't communicate, and so I keep asking to see his phone, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I need to see the address, but he doesn't have the address up. He has like the freaking Spotify music up, and I'm like, I just need to see where the map's going.
Yeah.
And he won't tell me, so I start banging on the door. I'm like, let me out. And so he just pulls over, and so I have to walk like 6 blocks home.
Are you kidding
at
me?
At like 3 in the morning.
That's dangerous.
In my little black dress for my bachelorette party.
Yeah.
I get home. I wake up my boyfriend anyway.
Yeah, good.
I'm
Fuck that guy.
stumbling around the house, belligerent.
Yeah.
But then I had tequila. So obviously she's feeling a little sexy.
Oh God! Don't tell me.
So of course he'll wake up for sexy time.
Yeah.
So like drunk me is
But he
like,
has work.
let's have sex, even though he has work. So I initiate the process.
Yeah.
I am straddling the sleepy man.
Yeah.
He's consenting, for the record. He's
Right.
very excited
Yes.
now. Now he's awake.
Right.
But then karma's a bitch, and I projectile vomit everywhere.
Like on him.
I miss him, thank God.
Damn.
But if I didn't turn my head, it would have all fallen on him. And that's the drunkest I've ever been.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, that's an insane story.
Yeah.
Well. I see that Nico put up a sign. This is so professional, by the way. This is like awesome. I'm sorry to ruin it, but Nico just put up a sign to communicate with us.
Yeah. We're going to the Patreon episode where Squeex is going to tell his drunkest moment.
Oh, you're not going to want to miss that.
You have to tell it.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell it.
Okay.
Or will I? Find out in the Patreon episode by subscribing.
He's going to tell him. We're going to
I'll tell him.
You have to tell us.
Oh, I will.
So he's going to tell in the Patreon episode. Also today, we asked Twitter to use hashtag AskSqueex. And we've got some hard-hitting questions that we're going to go over in the Patreon episode for Squeex. Okay. So big thank you to Squeex. Squeex, do you have anything you need to shout out?
Nah. Okay. Keep cool. Subscribe to Wine About It. And thanks for watching. And I love you. And God or science bless you.
Amen.
Amen. Praise up.
Like and subscribe.
Phase up. Like and subscribe. Oh, okay, this is a crazy thing. I lived with a bunch of the UC Davis cheerleading team. I forgot to tell you.
Yeah. Okay.